We are here today to look at the Scorpion SC1 speed switch device. We will take a look at the basic operation and programming of the unit. We are visiting Scorpion Aggregates today, and our plant operator, Mr. B, will demonstrate the outputs available from the Scorpion SC1. Mr. B has a Scorpion SC1 mounted on an expanded metal guard that is watching a target mounted to a drive motor on the other side of the guard. We will be watching the status indicators inside the SC1, and we will see how the corresponding indicator lamps function in the plant control tower. To begin with, Mr. B starts his plant, and you can see the indicators STAT1 and STAT2 blinking. STAT1 indicates the presence of the Scorpion target and flashes as the target moves in and out of range. STAT2 shows the status on the speed switch output and will flash at the same rate as STAT1 when the SC1 is set to pulse mode. Similarly, we will see that Mr. B has a flashing speed switch indicator in his control tower. There is a small slide switch inside the SC1 that selects either pulsed or continuous output for the speed switch signal. We will now set it to continuous output, and we can see the change to indicator STAT2. Likewise, the control tower will now see a continuous signal on the speed switch indicator. Back at the SC1, we are setting the slide switch back to the pulse position. There is a programmable underspeed output available. To program the underspeed set point, you should have your equipment operating at normal speed. You then press and hold the SC1 push button for about 6 seconds, and then release it when STAT3 changes to a slow flash. After about another 6 seconds, STAT3 will flash rapidly and then go out. The underspeed set point is now programmed. STAT3 will now show the status of the underspeed output. During normal operation, the underspeed output will be continuously on. If the target device drops in speed by 20% or more of the set point speed, then the underspeed signal will turn off. Once the target device increases speed back above this 20% slow threshold, then the underspeed signal will come back on. We can see the same thing happening in our control tower. To disable the underspeed function, simply press and release the SC1 push button switch. You will see STAT3 start to flash, and then after about 5 seconds it will rapidly flash and then go out. This indicates that the underspeed function is now disabled. Let's take a closer look at the STAT3 indicator during the programming cycle. When we press and hold the SC1 push button, STAT3 begins to blink. After about 5 seconds, STAT3 will change to a slow blink for a few seconds, and we can release the push button. After about another 5 seconds, STAT3 will flash rapidly and then go out. The underspeed function is now programmed. If the target machine is still operating at normal speed, STAT3 will turn on solid to indicate that the underspeed signal is now on. To deprogram the underspeed function, we simply press and release the SC1 push button. STAT3 will begin to blink, and after about 5 seconds it will blink rapidly and go out, and the underspeed function is now disabled. This video has shown you the basic operation of the Scorpion SC1 speed switch device. Thank you for visiting Scorpion Aggregates.